Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today we are doing your one card pull for each zodiac sign for the week of September 1st through the 7th, okay? And we are going to start off with the water signs. We're going to start off with Cancer. Cancer, I'm feeling like this week, September 1st through the 7th, honestly, I'm feeling like you're going to have some tummy troubles. I'm feeling like this energy of being kind of like close to the toilet or needing to stay close to it. For some reason, I'm feeling like you might have an upset stomach or just not feeling too good. But let's take a look and see what your message is, what your week is looking like September 1st through the 7th for Cancer. Ooh, okay, that was pretty fast. So we have the 7 of Cups here for you, Pisces energy. We also have another card on the bottom. Just want to see what that is. Okay, so it is the 8 of Coins in the reverse, not being able to do something, feeling stuck. But here with the 7 of Cups, this is the card of choices, but it is also the card of like unrealistic choices, illusions, thinking a lot of different things in your head, but they're not really things that sit well with you or aren't like the right fit. But this is contemplating what is the right fit here. These crows here, they have like jewelry and all kinds of stuff that they've taken, you know, so it's like they've taken all these pretty things that they like, and you know, the crows take them and keep them. There's a crown here, there's a light from the Hermit. So again, I feel like you're maybe going to feel like there's different things that maybe you're thinking of doing or that you want to do, but they're kind of unrealistic choices. Again, I feel like this is a week where you don't really do much, you know, and especially if you're not feeling your best, you're probably just going to want to lay low this week is what I'm getting. Yeah, there's not too much going on is what I'm getting. Again, but these are things that you have in your head saying, okay, well, I need to do this and I need to do that and I need to go to the store and I got to get, you know, the car fixed. I got to work on this home improvement project that I planned. I got to do all these things. But these are things that maybe right now it's just not the moment that you're not able to get them done. So this might be a week of laying low for you is what I'm getting, Cancer. Okay. All right. So let's go on to Pisces. Pisces, what is your week looking like? September 1st through the 7th for Pisces. And Pisces, you might be dealing with a Cancer this week because Cancer just had the 7 of Cups, which is Pisces energy. So you might be dealing with a Cancer this week. A Cancer with low energy and not feeling their best. But let's see what you get, Pisces. Pisces, September 1st. Okay, we got that. And we have the Fool. Oh, great. Okay, so the Fool, new beginnings. So that you're hopeful about something. I really like the Fool card because even though the Fool doesn't know where he's going, he knows that he has this feeling of like wherever I go, I know I'm going to get there and be okay. So you know that there's this feeling of, look, September 1st through the 7th, we're starting on a new month, right? I don't know how this month is going to be for me, but I know it's going to be okay. I have faith. I have this hope that I'm going to do all right. So there's a new beginning here, maybe wanting to start something new, right? You know, like I said, you might be dealing with the Cancer, and Cancer wants to do all these things that they probably won't be able to do this week. Maybe you'll take those things on. You'll be like, I'll take those things on for you, Cancer, for the Cancer in your life, right? You might take on these projects and do these things, but I do feel a hopeful energy here for you. Like this is a start of a new beginning here. Okay, this week is the start of a new beginning. All right, so let's go on to Scorpio. Scorpio, what do we have for you for the week of September 1st through the 7th, Scorpio? Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio, we have the Knight of Wands. Look at that, fiery, passionate adventure here. you might be going somewhere. You might be going somewhere this week, somewhere unexpected. Like maybe you weren't expecting to go, but when you go, you're going to go like, you're going to go in a hurry. You're going to go excited. You're going to be happy to go. I also feel like there might be conflict with somebody. Somebody in your energy is going to like say something that is going to upset you, and you're going to have words with them, because even though it is wands, we have a sword here, and sword is communication, but it's on the sword's on fire. So I feel like the communication is going to be like an argument, or it's going to lead to an argument, and things are going to be said that aren't that nice. So I do feel like also somebody in your energy is probably going to set you off, Scorpio. And there's going to be some words here, okay? But I also feel like the week is also going to hold like space for you to enjoy yourself, to feel free, or at least a moment of freedom, in your time, in your space, just that little free moment where you're able to like get away in that quick moment and go do something that normally you don't do, okay? All right. So we are going now to move on to the air signs. And we're going to start off with Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, what is your week looking like September 1st through the 7th? September 1st through the 7th. Okay. Maybe going to like a water park is what I'm getting, because I'm seeing like somebody with their hair dripping wet, but almost like being at a water park, or at a pool party or something like that. Something that involves water, or just going swimming, right? Okay, Aquarius, September 1st through the 7th. What is going on for you, Aquarius, this week? September 1st through the 7th. Ooh, okay. And we have the Hierophant in the reverse, Taurus energy. Wow, okay. And he's holding the lantern from the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. So Aquarius, you might be dealing with a Taurus or a Virgo this week, which are both earth signs, earth element. I do feel like this is somebody that it could be in your energy that has not been the best person, let's say. This is a person that has maybe done something behind your back, um, that has made a promise while crossing their fingers. You know what I mean? I'm feeling that type of energy. Somebody that maybe can't really be trusted. Um, and here with the lantern being in the reverse, I feel like this is somebody that is only out for themselves. They might be with you or hanging out with you as a friend or being with you as a partner, but I feel their interest is more for themselves than for you, or for you together. So I feel like this is somebody that has selfish intentions, and maybe trying to deceive you or lie about something, or hide something too, because the lantern is in the reverse. So it's almost like they don't want you to see that they're doing something, again, behind your back. There's something there. And so maybe this week you're going to have that realization where you're going to see what you didn't see before, what you haven't been seeing. Okay. All right. So let's now move over to Gemini. Oh, this card's flipping too. Let's move over to Gemini. Gemini, what is your week looking like? September 1st through the 7th. Gemini. Gemini, September 1st through the 7th. Last week, Gemini, I got that you were probably like going to get into an argument with somebody. And so let's see what this week is looking like. Hopefully it's more calm. Let's see. Oh, too many cards. Too many cards. Okay. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. This is Gemini energy. Gemini, so you might be dealing with another Gemini, or this is just your energy of healing. Okay, the Three of Swords is the card of heartbreak. It's just, you know, there's all these swords going through the heart, and it's very painful. It's very emotional, but it's in the reverse. So I feel like there's a healing here. Like whatever's hurt you is hurting less. You know, this pain is getting better, or you're just dealing with it better. You're coping better. Um, you might also have people that are helping you, that are talking to you, people surrounding you, friends, family that are helping you deal with this. Um, yeah, you have somebody that is helping you. You definitely do have somebody that is helping you with this heartache, that is there for you, like that shoulder to lean on, that person you can call, that type of thing. So I do feel like this week is better, where you feel like you're supported. I feel like this is a week where you feel supported, as to where last week I felt it was more like you felt like you were out on the ledge by yourself. You know what I mean? Like you were pushed on the ledge by yourself and left there. As to where this week, I do see you feeling like there might be support. Okay. All right. So let's move on to Libra. Libra, what is your week looking like? September 1st through the 7th. Libra. I just saw number 1133. Okay, on the clock. So 11. Libra. Oh, okay. And we have the Magician. Look at that, Libra. The Magician here. And it is the hand. It is the hand, and it has all the elements here. So this week, you are able to create something. You are able to manifest something, whatever it is that you've had your thoughts of working on, of putting intention into. You're definitely able to create it this week. Libra, I feel like Libras are very hardworking. Whatever they put their hand in, they're able to create it. They're able to put a lot of work in, and they're really good at whatever they put their hand at. So I do feel like whatever you're putting your hand at this week, it's going to bring very positive results for you. You're definitely manifesting something very positive this week, Libra. This is Gemini energy, another air sign. So you might be dealing with a Gemini this week, Libra. All right, let's move on to the fire signs, and we're going to start off with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what is your week looking like? September 1st through the 7th, Sagittarius. Okay. I feel a lot of phone calls. I'm hearing a lot of phone calls. I'm seeing like this, like, you know, somebody that has one phone here, one phone there, and they're like just talking a lot to everybody. So there might be a lot of work for you this week, Sagittarius, or you just going to be talking to a lot of people this week. But I definitely do see a lot of phone calls, a lot of communication this week. Let's see, Sagittarius, what is your week looking like? Oh, okay, let's see. Where did it go? And I'm gonna, and it is the Page of Coins in the reverse. Look at the tiny little plant, barely growing. It's like growing barely, so slowly. And it is coins, which is like the slowest progression. It is in the reverse, so maybe feeling stuck. You know, maybe feeling like there has been no progression, like this little plant hasn't grown fast enough and you haven't seen the results yet. So maybe that's what all these phone calls are about. You're trying to do something, you're trying to move it along, is what I'm getting, because you don't see it moving along. It's like whatever you've been working on or trying to do, you haven't seen results yet. And that's what you've been wanting to do. So maybe this week you're trying to push it along further. You're calling people, you're connecting, you're networking. I'm seeing the spider now. So maybe, yeah, you're going to be connecting with people about this money. It could be something to do with money. You could be dealing with an earth sign, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And this could be about money, making money, investing money, growing your money, right? And again, it's like you're trying to push it along this week. There's a lot going on for you, a lot of phone calls, and trying to create this, trying to make this money grow. Okay. All right, let's move on to Leo. Leo, what is your week looking like? September 1st through the 7th, Leo. Leo. I was going to say, I see somebody that smokes a lot. And look at this. The Queen of Wands, which is Leo. And look, she has like fire coming out of her mouth. So this could be somebody that smokes a lot, or you could be dealing with somebody that smokes a lot this week, Leo. If you're not the smoker, you're dealing with a smoker this week. Okay, let's see. September 1st through the 7th, Leo. What is your week looking like? Oh, too many cards. Too many cards. And we have the 7 of Swords. Okay. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I was just talking about this to, who was I talking about this? I think with Aquarius, I'm not sure, but I was saying about like somebody having their fingers crossed behind their back and hiding and lying something from them. And then here we have the cards showing up for you. Look, that's exactly what they're doing. So Leo, you might be dealing with an air sign this week. Okay, and somebody that is being deceptive, or you might be finding out about somebody that has been lying to you or doing something sneaky behind your back. But this is very deceptive, and it's going to be in your face. Like it's going to be it's going to be obvious to you that this person is lying. And you know, you might say something, right? Because you might have smoke coming out of your mouth, which you might say something. But I do feel like you're going to see the situation for what it really is. Like they're not going to be able to get it past you, you know? Very interesting. So you could be dealing with an air sign this week, Leo. Somebody that is being deceptive. And it's like, it's not something that is getting past you. You're going to definitely be aware of it. Okay, now we're going to move on to Aries. Aries, what is your week looking like? September 1st through the 7th, Aries. 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 No, that was really fast. Oh my gosh. Look, Leo just had it, okay? But they had it in the upright. You have it in the reverse. The 7 of Swords, okay? Aries, you might also be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody deceptive, and you're going to probably catch them or call them out on it. As to where Leo, maybe not, but they're going to know that the person is lying to their face. And with you, it seems like you're also going to know they're lying to your face, but you're going to say something about it. You're not going to be like Leo and just like, I saw that, but I'm going to keep it pushing. You're going to be like, I saw that and I'm going to say something. So here, you know, Leo and Aries, the 2 fire signs, are probably going to be dealing with an air sign. This could be somebody that's also promising something, but you see the promise being broken, like right before your eyes. You see the promise being broken, you know? So this is somebody that's like, Scout's honor, I promise, like, you know, that type of thing. But then you see that they're BSing about it. So you're probably going to say something, you know? Oh my gosh, same card. All right, now we're going to move on to the earth signs. We're going to move on to Capricorn. What is your week looking like? September 1st through the 7th for my Capricorns. Cappies, I feel like you might need to drink more water. I feel like you might have a pain in your side. I don't know if it's your right side, left side, but I feel like a pain on your side. I don't know if it's your kidneys, but drink some more water this week, Cappy, please. Drink some more water. Okay, but let's take a look and see what your week is looking like. September 1st through the 7th for Cappies. Cappies, what is your week looking like? Ooh, you got the Queen of Wands. Look at that. Okay, and she does have that fire coming out of her mouth. Cappy, you might be dealing with a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius, okay? So you might be dealing with a fire sign, or you might be looking really fire this week, okay? You might be catching a lot of attention, a lot of people talking about you. People might see you and just start talking about you. There might be a lot of talk about you this week, because as you can see, this mouth is on fire. So people are going to be with their mouth on fire talking about you, discussing you, maybe saying how good you look, or how you made some type of change to your look, or how they see an improvement. Maybe you dyed your hair, maybe you lost weight, gained weight, whatever. There's maybe some type of physical change, and people are like really talking about it, but like, this is hot, like, you know what I mean, like, this is tea, like, whatever you have going on is tea for other people, and it's all, it's like all they're talking about. So you're definitely going to be the name that's brought up in a lot of conversations this week, Capricorn, because again, there you might have made some type of change to your look or whatever situation you have going on. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go to Taurus. Taurus, what is your week looking like September 1st through the 7th? Oh, this card just wants to pop itself out. The Four of Cups wants to pop out. Okay, so we'll see what's going on for Taurus. Taurus, are you feeling bored? Are you feeling like there's nothing new? It's like the same old routine, or what do you feel? Because that card wanted to just straight up pop out, but you're just bored. Are you over it, Taurus? Okay, let's see. September 1st through the 7th for Taurus. And here it is. The moon. Ooh, the unknown. Look at that. The unknown for you here, Taurus. Lots of thoughts, lots of thinking, maybe being up at night. Also getting hunches about things, getting hunches with your intuition, maybe feeling things more, right? Maybe feeling like there's certain things you're not understanding, but you're understanding them. It's almost like having a realization of like, how do I understand that? I understand it. How do I understand it? So there's something here with your intuition, maybe being more lit, and you're kind of like wondering, like, what? How am I knowing that? You could also be having dreams too. This week, you're probably having more dreams. Also feeling headaches too, though. Okay, Taurus, you might be having more headaches this week. So I'm going to say cover your crown chakra, because you are probably going to be getting a lot of information coming in this week too, is what I'm getting. That might have to do with the headaches. But also like I said, maybe being up at night, or things coming to you at night, having realizations. So this week, I think for you, you're going to be feeling like the spiritual connection more this week. But definitely cover that crown chakra, okay, Taurus? Okay, last but certainly not least is Virgo. Virgo, this is your season. And what is September 1st through the 7th looking like for you, Virgo? Okay, happy birthday to all the Virgos. This is your season. Okay, let's see. September 1st through the 7th, and here we go. We have the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so this is definitely things getting better. Maybe feeling a lot of responsibility, a lot of weight on your shoulders, but it is in the reverse, so it's like that weight is dropping. We are letting it go. We are releasing those 10 wands we were carrying, because we're probably already where we needed to go with them. We probably got to that finish line, and we can let them go. So this might be a week where you can take a break, you can take a breather. And we know that Virgo's always working. They're always making sure that everything is right, a place for everything, and everything in its place is what I feel like is Virgo's phrase, right? your motto, a place for everything and everything in its place. And I feel like this week is the week where you do kind of see that everything is in its place, everything is tucked in, boxed, whatever, put away. And so this is a week where you can probably release those wands and take some of that weight off your shoulders, get a little bit of a break here. Could also have to do with financial stress. Maybe the bills are going to be paid and you're like, okay, got those out of the way, let me take a breather here. So it's maybe the stress of like knowing that it's the beginning of the month, right? First through the seventh, it's like the rent's due and the bills are due and everything's due. And it's like once all that's squared away, it's like feeling like, okay, now I know I got it done, it's taken care of, and I can just take a breather, I can be okay. So mental breather too, because I feel like you put a lot of stress on yourself mentally. So I do feel like this week is a week where you are feeling a little bit better, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more like laid back from being previously having all this weight on your shoulders. Okay. All right. So that's all I have for you. I hope you have a good week. I hope this resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.